together here today for Web3 Office Hours, and I don't want to make you wait. So this is why, like Chavo and I, we have to get on a very enthusiastic call tomorrow, I believe. But yeah, we're here today, and thank you for joining. I see Marie Bastien is new and Goethe is new. Thank you guys for coming. We're gonna go through how to set up your very own Manifold smart contract today. I know a lot of people have been fretting this topic and have been like, oh no, I don't think I can do this. This sounds very technical, when in fact it's not technical at all, and I will prove it to you guys, okay? So let's just, I leave the side chat open here, so I can hopefully see whenever. So I'm gonna share my screen and I can. Okay. So I have the side chat on the other side. Okay, so Manifold Studio, right? So first page you have to go to, and I'm gonna put this in the chat as well, is, I don't know if anyone wants to do this while I'm doing this, but also I'm recording this. So maybe it's better to just watch this time, and then you do it, you know, along the video once more. So they have like a really nice user interface now. But they only improved like the index side, so nothing else has improved. With a work of Refik Arnado. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he makes such incredible art. And his talks are amazing. I can only recommend to check him out on YouTube and on Twitter. So on the bottom right, you have the studio login, and this is where we want to go. And then you have enter site. I believe that's just the general website. So we're going to go to studio login directly because, well, this is where we do the smart contract stuff. And so I think my MetaMask is already asking me. So yeah, I'm going to connect with this one, and I'm going to say connect, and hopefully it's just going to flop through. If you're connecting for the first time, you will see a connect button up here. Just be super, super sure you haven't clicked on any other link than the link. Chavo, I love when you're excited, don't worry about it. Really make sure this is the page you're at, right? You want to go to this one. You don't want to go anywhere else, okay? Like they will let you know if they ever change this this URL, but I don't think they will. And you can already see I have 2 contracts in here, right? So I'm part of an Entourage contract that we set up together. I'm an admin there, and for fun, I made one myself that I only used for one really dumb AI generated picture to just prove to myself it's working. So if you go onto my stellaachenbach.eth OpenSea account, so this is a picture that I've minted with just this smart contract. I just wanted to see if it's working all right. So, okay, let's get started. And you guys just interrupt me whenever you feel like something is not connecting, okay? Just interrupt. It's no problem at all, okay? So I'm gonna quickly disconnect again just to show you the process, right? Because this is the site you will first see. So after coming from here and going to studio login, this is the actual site that you will see. The system just recognized me because, well, I was logged in from, you know, earlier in the day. So you just press connect wallet, and then it will give you a prompt to sign in your MetaMask wallet if you have your, oh yeah, so about using hardware wallets. I'm not quite sure, but like 3 months ago, something around this corner, like it was really, really troublesome to mint your smart, like you could mint your smart contract, but then you could not mint with the same wallet your tokens. So yeah, I guess for now, maybe use a hot wallet, but maybe use a separate hot wallet, right? If it's an important contract and you're afraid that you could lose it, or I don't know, whatever is the case, or you know, it's the same wallet. I think I have like 14, 15 wallets, roughly. So I never run into the trouble of, you know, like I have a player wallet that's just solely used for playing, right? I have another wallet that's just being used for for experimentation, really. So those are the wallets I do stuff with that I don't really care about, right? And then I just make transfers if, you know, anything turns out to be actually cool. So, okay, we're going to sign this prompt, and we're back in our little dashboard. Okay, so we're just going to do this really from scratch, right? First thing I want to open is Transaction Street. Maybe you've heard of it, but it's essentially the blockchain in Qt graphics, right? The Ethereum blockchain, because Manifold runs on Ethereum. And yeah, it just shows you, you know, the current way. You can already see, like, okay, it's not super cheap. It could be cheaper. But here we get an overview over those. If this is too much for you, which is totally fair, you can just say Gwei, and there is an Ethereum gas tracker, right? And you can also just keep an eye on your Gwei here, right? And this indicates essentially the gas fees you have to pay. This is what this does. So I'm going to post both of those links also in the chat. Chip chip. And chip chop, so you have them for your reference. I will also put them beneath the video, but the recorded video, but just in case, you know, you want to save this out separately. So the first thing we have to do is we have to press new contract. Well, that was obvious. And I don't know, any suggestions for a cool name for this contract? Since we're probably not really gonna use it. But like, if anyone wants to call it a name, put it in the chat or unmute yourself, whichever works better. Any naming suggestions? Is anyone still here? I'm waiting. No one is typing. Okay, I guess you don't have a name for me. Damn you. Damn you guys. I don't know. Let's just call it Dreams. That's the contract name. We're gonna put it, I mean, so here's the thing, right? And they do this here quite nicely. Yeah? Okay, cool, Isa. Then I leave it at Dreams. Okay, so types of contracts. You have the ERC. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger in hopes you can also read this. Types of contracts. You have an ERC 721 and an ERC 1155. Those are like the only two options that are being served here right now. But I'm sure, as you know, there are new standards being developed like all the time. I'm sure new standards will find their way into Manifold Studio as well. So the ERC 721 is the standard for minting one-of-ones. When it comes to multiple editions, the tokens will be numbered and marked with the corresponding number of that edition. E.g., a collector can own the token number of 3 of 20 editions. I'm sure you've seen this before. Then you have 1155s. The ERC 1155 is a dual-purpose fungible and non-fungible token. So it can be both, right? Which, well, the ERC 721 cannot do. While you can mint fungible NFTs under the ERC 1155 standard, the most common use cases include applications like in-game items or multiple editions of the exact same artwork or photography. Situations where minting and managing bulk fungible items can save time and gas. So for example, for collections, this seems like a good idea to do, I feel. But probably we are going to use this for just a 101, if even. So we are going to go with the ERC 721, okay? And I don't know. Dreams? Maybe this one. Let's just go with this one. And okay, so you can tell, right? This is really nice because wherever you click, you get like a little description on what this actually means. So if I click into the ASCII mark section, it tells me like this whole, this whole thing, right, on what to do. So we're just gonna click on this, but just so you know, there are a ton of different tools to do this, okay? So you don't have to go with just one. Oh, look at this. This is nice. I don't know. Can you guys see this? I'm gonna zoom in. That's just this is a cool one. This looks pretty dope. Well, if you have any, yeah, you like this one? Wait, which one? This one? Yep. Okay. I'm here. Like, let's just say select and copy, right? And then we move back into our contract and we just paste it in here. And here we are. Dreams is part of our world now. Okay, so something that has changed with the merge is the Robston. So Ethereum has a mainnet that, you know, we constantly probably use, like at least many of us. And then there's also a testnet, and the testnet is being used for everything that, you know, developers have to test out before they launch it into the world. And where we also do this is with every smart contract, right? We want to see if this looks good, if it works fine, you know. So we launch it first to the testnet, in this case to Girly. Or Go Early. I don't know. It sounds like Girly. I'm so sorry. Let's just go with Girly. Okay, and I think I need to go to a faucet, I think. But let's just see. Okay, because usually those testnets, they work with their own little currency. But it's a currency you usually don't need to buy. You can usually just get like a tiny amount from a faucet. But well, this is new for me too, so let's figure it out. I'm gonna click on deploy. And yeah, it's already prompting me. It looks like you might not have enough Girly test ETH. I have none, to be precise. You can get some for free by going to one of these sites. So let's just open this site. Oop, that. Request testnet. Is a link testnet site? Sorry. Oh yeah, it's a link to Girly faucet. Let's just go with Girly directly, if there is an option. Okay, so I think the only thing we really need is like putting in our ENS domain or our wallet address. For the sake of thinking that probably not all of you have an ENS domain, I would just go in my MetaMask, click the little copy sign, and oh, to subscribe to Alchemy accounts are temporarily required. Sign up for free here. Phew. We first need to sign up. If that isn't centralized, I don't know. But okay, sure, we go with the most centralized option ever. We're just gonna sign in with the Google account I have. Ah, come on. Stella's team. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm doing this the first time, so awesome. What type of project would you like to build? Not sure yet, because I'm really not sure yet. Let's choose your chain. Definitely Ethereum for now. And definitely this one. And skip for now. And last thing, how did you hear about us? Manifold Studios. I saw someone typing. You're doing great. Thank you. I'm trying. Woo! Okay, now we can paste our wallet. So send me ETH. Give me money. Faucet. Give me money. Look at this. Look at what's happening. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally doing this for the first time. Is this a heart, or is this a person, or is this a CryptoPunk that is melting? Oh, it's an ape. I'm sorry. Okay. Looked very different to me. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, it's compiling the contract. It's about 30 seconds. Now it will prompt me for my signature. Okay, sadly, I cannot, I think I cannot make this much bigger. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay, so here, you can see I have advanced here, right? And this is like nothing, right? And we don't need to adjust this. But when it comes to deploying the contract on mainnet, I will show you how to adjust the gas prices as well, because someone was kind enough to show it to me. So I feel like I should show it to you, because you don't always have to go with what MetaMask is suggesting. MetaMask, I mean, it's gotten so much better at making good suggestions, I feel, but it's yeah, it's not something that you need you're not required to just say yes, right? It's like 3 clicks and a little check back with our friends from Transaction Street or the Ether gas tracker, and you can actually adjust it to a more reasonable amount. And you know, depending on how much transactions you make, and you can see this is going to take 5 to 10 minutes, so I might as well talk to you guys. Yeah, so depending on how many transactions you're planning to do, right, it actually really matters. Like every cent matters at some point. So I have a friend who has spent like probably roughly $1 million by now on just gas fees. I mean, and yeah, Kat is saying again gas hawk, right? But like I looked into it as well, and it seems like, yeah, just like, you know, until it's like, I don't know, Kat, has it been audited? Because I couldn't find an audit on it. Feel free to unmute. I'm not sure why no one's talking to me today.
I don't know if it's been audited or not. I know that it's one of the original guys,
Oh,
like
you were talking to me,
builders
but this wasn't on. What did
project.
you say, Kat? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that it's one of the like original Ethereum builders. It's one of their projects, the Corpus Ventures, I
Yeah.
think. So if it's not, I don't know if that means anything in terms of like it being audited or not, but
No.
to me that gives it a little bit more credibility.
Oh, credibility for
Yeah, I
sure.
mean they're in beta, so that says something. I mean everyone's a beta.
Everyone's a beta. I like that claim. Everyone's a beta. You thought there were alphas, but no, there isn't. Okay, cool. So check out Gashawk. And hi, Paula.
I'll put the link in.
Yeah, do that. Thank you. Yeah, my hair is pink again. Can you tell? Okay. So this is great. Looks like, so it has a border now. The border means this is how it's going to look like as in the original. But even better, we deployed on Girly. I'm sorry, on Girly Town. And so it's congratulating us. We can go back to the dashboard, or we can just click here and have a look at how does this look on Ethereum, right? On Etherscan. So I don't know how familiar you are with this user interface. It can be a little bit much the first time you look at this, but the more often you do this, think of it like a bank statement, really. I think this is the best way to look at it. So up here, you always have the contract name. So sometimes you're required to look up a contract, right? You can just go to this copy sign. Then you have the contract creator. Sometimes if this is an ERC20, which would be a cryptocurrency, you also have here an ID of some sort, and usually you have a name tag here, but we're not that fancy. We have none of that. So we're just gonna go to this little tab that has the green checkmark and says contract, and under here you can tell contract name Dre, right? We're there. Like, we're done. Like, this is already so cool. We're done. No, we're not, sadly. And yeah, this is how the Solidity contract looks like, or at least the start of it. And here you can also, so it's always separated in, if you don't add any functionality on it, you usually have you have 5 files of Solidity, right? So this is essentially the importer. And you can see the title of this contract is Dreams because we named it that well, and the author of it is manifold.xyz. So, and if you scroll down a little bit further, and just don't be scared of this, right? Just don't look away. That's the only thing I'm asking of you. Because it's not as scary as you would think, because in Solidity, a lot of times it works with imports rather than, or functions, rather than actual code. So it's more like, think of it like a building block system, right? You don't really have to make the blocks. The blocks already exist for the most part, unless you want to create something super novel. But essentially, like most of the blocks come with a description that is something even we can read, even though we're like not pro coders, okay? So for example, important to know is that the manifold contracts are actually imported contracts from OpenZeppelin. Those are the original contracts. They've been audited multiple times. They're pretty much bulletproof unless you change something. This is when you create hackable alternatives, unless you really know what you're doing. And yeah, so this is it. We have a contract, but you guys already know it only exists on Girly now. So we have to go back to our dashboard. And so it says mint a token on Girly. So this is what is essentially the next thing we should do, right? To test if like this smart contract, if we mint a token with it, does it really work? Okay. So that's our next step. So I'm thinking I could potentially go here, but I think I'm just gonna click on this one and then it leads me to here. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna create a token. Okay, and as said before, there are like, you can also always look into, let me show you this quickly. You have the docs over here, right? And so here they have so many good, like, it's actually really great documentation. I know it could always be better, but like minting a token, right? It explains to you, like, what are the possible file types? What are the file limits? Where's the storage gonna be, right? The properties, what does this mean? Batch minting, what does this mean? Dynamic NFTs, what does this mean? So it's like every question you probably have asked yourself has already been answered in the documentation. So I'm gonna pop this as well. A little check here. Oh, Chavo has had to go, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Kat. I know, isn't it nice and pink? Yeah, I'm also very happy about it. Okay, so going back here, let's create a token and let's do a single one, right? I don't really have a better idea, honestly. So let's just go with this. Created by me, I guess. That's okay. Anyone has something that I can mint? Anyone wants me to mint something? Now is the chance. Otherwise, I don't even know. Like, what should I mint? Good question. I actually have to check. Like, if you guys are not giving me anything to mint, I have to check what I'm gonna mint.
Do you want a photo of Stevie Coon?
Huh?
A photo of Stevie Coon?
Oh, you want me to? Yeah. Okay, cool. Send me a picture of Stevie Coon on Discord. I'm gonna mint
Stella. Let me see.
Stella?
Yeah?
But how do you know what's in the contract? How do you know what it says?
You mean like word by word? Ooh,
Yeah.
Let me go back to it. Oh, here. So I don't, because I cannot yet code Solidity, right? But so here it says, for example, it's importing the original contract, right? The original ERC 721 creator contract. This we already know because we made this. And after it's imported the contract, it essentially assigns here a new name, right? It says the constructor is not OpenZeppelin anymore, not Manifold. It says, okay, this creator is actually called Dreams and the contract itself is called Dre. this is like the initial setup, the import and the renaming. Then in the second part, let's see, the second part, it opens the different utilities of the original contract. And I probably only know this because I had to learn programming, but it's been 20 years ago. So I kind of can read a part of this. I know some of the commands. So everything that's read is usually a command, right? Or a function.
So I should stop thinking of it as a contract, as in like the party will receive blah blah, and think of it as programming.
No, because it's essentially both, right?
But we can't read it, so
we can go through it bit by bit, and there are really good libraries where you can read it. But okay, let's.
But it's more like it's more like a programming language. It's not a contract.
Yeah.
Of how I think a contract is.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my question.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, because like I'm not as good as I could like tell you every. So for example, I wouldn't know this one. Abstract, I wouldn't know what kind of command that is. I would have to look it up. But like just in case anyone in here, I highly doubt, but just in case anyone in here wants to learn this, I saw that Chainlink. I don't know if you guys know Chainlink, but they have a guy who's called Phil Collins. Wait, let me just quickly chain link. Okay, now it's not popping up. But there's this guy called, I think his name is Collins, I tend to forget, I'm sorry about this. He posted a ton yesterday about publishing a new code, a new free course on Chainlink to learn Solidity. So yeah, this is the official. Oh, Patrick, not Phil Collins. I'm sorry. I was very confused. So this guy, you should check him out. Just in case, if you feel like you want to learn this. I'm going to learn this after I've learned token engineering. But for now, yeah, I just have to live with the bits and pieces that I do know. Okay, so where is Stevie Kuhn's picture? I'm waiting, Kat. Kat Banas. Kat Banas, please come back to the chat and send us a beautiful picture of your cool cat. And also let me know how I have to write his name, because I don't know. I really don't know. Oh my god, this is fantastic. This is an incredible picture. You guys can be excited for this one. It's a treat. Stevie Kuhn. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Stevie Kuhn. That's him. Okay, that's so cool. And this is his very beautiful picture. Uploading it now. Look at him. Isn't he crazy cool? Okay, that's him. Stevie Kuhn is gonna be on chain. That is so true. Does he have? Did you ever make an Instagram profile or anything for him?
I had a Danger and Mischief because their names had changed. There's Danger and Mischief, but I haven't, not really. To answer your question.
Okay. So I will not link this to any website because otherwise you could link your website here. Okay, so Stevie Kuhn. How do I write? Boom, badoom. I don't know. So you can write a whole description about whatever you're posting here, right? And then you can add, so this is Kat Banas. Okay, she's the artist. I didn't do this. And then you can add a lot more properties here, right? You can, If you're making game items, for example, you can add boost numbers here. So remember the 1155. This would be the classic in-game item, in-game token. So you would be able to add automatically boost numbers and boost percentages. You can add hidden info, right? So something, I don't know, maybe, I only want the owner of this NFT get like access to a Google Drive where there's like this whole crazy gallery of Stevie Coon pictures, right? This is where you could put that. Or maybe there's a 3D model attached to Stevie Coon. You can give it a number. You can add more text, right? You can add, we could add anything here that we want, but for now, we just leave it with artist cat banners. Okay, and Stevie Coon is gonna make his first attempt to go on chain, on the girly chain. I will not get over this. So choose recipients. Well, let's airdrop this to Kat, I would say. Kat, you wanna post your public key into the chat? I can airdrop this to you. I mean, I can also mint it to my own profile and send it to you afterwards. Maybe this is easier. Okay. But then send me in our private chat your wallet. Okay, so I'm gonna say to myself, okay, mint to stellaachenbach.eth, minting 1 token straight to my wallet. Okay, so minting this on the girly chain. And again, it's girly, so it's really, really low. So we're just gonna confirm, we're not gonna change anything. And it's minting the token on the test chain. And we're getting there, guys. We're soon, if this goes well, which I assume it will, but if this goes well, we're finally ready to mint Stevie Coon officially. Woo, look at this! Look at this! Stevie Coon on chain. Okay, so this is really cool, actually. This is so cute. Okay, so this is how it looks like. He's just very excited.
There we go.
This is so cute.
There we go.
Stevie Coon, look at you! Girly testnet! Woohoo! He's
so
like
meta.
super, super low-key impressed. Okay, so we could look at this now and see how Stevie Coon looks on, the different marketplaces. How would he look like? But this is actually fairly fast because sometimes it takes a minute until this takes. And here you can see quite well, you have the description area, properties where we could have added so much more. We didn't really add yet a collection about dreams, but we could still do that. And yeah, and that's kind of it, I would say. And also, so for example, about this part, right, about the collection, you would, I guess there are multiple ways to make a collection, to give it how can I say, to give it a description. I guess one way would be through Etherscan. I've not tried this yet, but I'm very sure this is something that you can easily look up if you were to do this, right? So Stevie Coon, let's get back to you because you're obviously most important man of the hour, woman of the hour. I'm sorry. I even wrote this down, she, her, and then Stevie Coon. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. And Stevie Coon, come on. Don't be like this. Don't be a broken image now. We need you. Yeah, I'm sure this is just flaking on us here, isn't it? Okay, yeah, it's just flaking on us. Never mind. Okay, so we have minted this to Girly, so that's great. So now in our overview, we can tell, okay, we have deployed a contract on Girly, we have minted a token on the test net. So now it's time to get this on the main net, right? So I would say let's do it. You know, who doesn't want to have a dreams contract? I mean, yeah, let's fucking go. 'Cause why not? But yeah, we have to switch again. I haven't done this. You can also do it in the user interface, but it will prompt you anyways. So we're switching the network, and the contract is compiling now. Now it asks for the signature, and now is our time to shine and showing you. So you can tell, right? ETH right now is not crazy, so because it's not crazy, you know, also the gas fees are quite okay compared to a year ago. I remember like a year ago, it was like between $60 and $128 to launch a contract. So $7.25 seems like so decent compared to that time. But yeah, so okay, let me still show you. So you go on edit here, right? And max base fee is low for current network conditions. We already saw this before. I don't know if you remember from the transaction street, but it usually, right now, it's actually considerably high, right? It's around 40 to 50 gwei. So we can do another check on here. On here it says it's around 40. So I would say let's try, I don't know. Let's try. What should we try? Any recommendations? Any actively willing participants on this match for gwei prices? I think we should. We're still cheap asses, right? So let's just try 30. But then it will be stuck in the network. So the problem is if you go too cheap, you will be stuck in the network. So I guess if we try to go with 40, we're probably doing. I don't want to wait forever, so let's just go with this. But then that's so high. Should we go back to 15? No, not 155. Should we go to 20 maybe? 20 seems like it will go through immediately. Let's just try this. It's not cheaper though. So if you don't, okay, let me tell you this. If you don't care how fast this goes, right? Just be a cheap ass, okay? It's fine. Like if you don't care, but because we're like on a budget of time, I do care. So I will just go with, you know, what I had before and just hope it goes through fast. And if it doesn't, I will accelerate, because you always, I don't know how much you've like inspected the user interface of your MetaMask, but you've always the option to say speed up if something just really takes too long for what you want it to take, right? So it mainly depends on you, is what I'm trying to say. How much time you want to invest in waiting. Like if I do large transactions, I don't care if it takes a day, as long as it's not as cheap as it gets completely stuck in the network. So don't put something like, you know, 1 gwei or something, then it definitely gets stuck in the network, I would say. But otherwise, you can be really cheap, I guess. I think this one will not go through fast, I believe. It's gonna be stuck. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's give it 5 minutes, if you guys don't mind. Let's just give it 5 minutes. If it's really not going through, then we're gonna speed this up, okay? So 5 minutes, it's like it's advertisement break. Everyone can advertise something.
Well, I was gonna say, when you were going to through the different things for the gwei, I was not really so familiar with that. I guess the timing of it, because my understanding of like the whole gas hawk thing is that it picks the cheapest one, and it it will take time. So it's only something that you need it, if it's not urgent, but it will find like the cheapest route, I guess.
MetaMask, so since their last update, it's become so much better. Before that, it was like all over the place. It was not necessarily the cheapest option. But since the last update, I would say they've been like improving a lot. Probably also because now they're running this whole MetaMask institutional application. I don't know if anyone has seen this yet. It's for like small and middle-sized businesses. And so it has like some, I haven't really checked it out yet, but they have a lot of like more integrations, and you can, it's essentially like a business bank account in a sense, I think, instead of just a private one. And since then they've also largely improved like everything considering gas fees. But honestly, it's a science for itself. Like, I cannot claim I've completely understood how this is being calculated. Not at all. I just know that sometimes you can try and be a little bit of a cheapo to get away with like paying less gas fees, which is nice. Especially when you're trying to shift like volumes, you know. If it's just a contract, it's okay. So fine. Okay, fine. Let's gonna. Oh, come on, really? It was just $17. Go back. I mean, I guess we don't really have a choice. That sounds about right. Okay, fine. Let's speed this up. I'm gonna do something with this contract. I have to now, because now it costs me real money. Okay. Let's see if it goes through now. If not, like, what can we do? We can only wait. Sometimes this can really take a while, which is annoying. So don't think like, oh yeah, no, today is my minting day. Don't do this on your minting day, right? Make your contract pre-minting day, please. don't ever wait until the day you're actually planning to mint, because this is usually when the network is super busy, right? And everything just costs suddenly double as much. So, and always try to, like, I guess best times for this is like late evenings or very early mornings. So when just not as many people using the network, this is when you can actually get real bargains when it comes to transactions. I would say, so yeah, good question, fair question. Actually, it doesn't matter, we found out. It matters just like it's a short time frame. That's what matters apparently. But considering that you know, there are large holders of cryptocurrencies in like specific parts of the world, I would say maybe go for that. So for example, East Africa has large holdings in cryptocurrencies. So does the north of South America, I would say, and the larger Chinese Asia area. I don't know, like, wasn't it Isabel? Wasn't this you who showed me once this like really good graphic on where like the largest holders of cryptocurrencies are being like where they reside? I think you showed me this graphic, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Isabu, tell me I'm wrong. Okay, let's take another peek. Oh man, come on. This sucks. But we pushed it. We did push it. Oh, it went through. No, it didn't. Come on. I'm sorry. I cannot do anything about it now. We sped up twice. Any questions? Kat just wants to see her Stevie Coon on chain.
I have so many questions. I just don't know where to start. And it's just like in general.
Oh, but yeah, go. Maybe I have answers, maybe I don't. Who knows?
Well, just like even like how do you like your hair? Because I love it. It's so good.
I love my hair too. I feel normal again, you know? Like something I don't like is this part. I think this looks a little bit weird. I don't like that part because I'm not willing to wear my hair like this all the time. I really like putting it here, and then you have these like little, you know, I don't know what they are, really. So that didn't turn out that great.
Wispies.
But this
Yeah.
side, let me show you the full volume of pinkness. This side turned out
Wow.
great. It's so fluffy and
Wow.
pink. It's a dream. Yeah.
Cool.
This side, yes. This side, no. Also, I sent you in the morning the image, right? Should I show to everyone? I looked fairly
It
hilarious.
was good.
This is me in the morning, looking like a bird's nest. So, cat was there. Oh, this is really taking so long right now. Super annoying. Should we pump it up even more? You can
What
tell
is this?
I'm not a very
What is this
patient
website
person.
right there with the images?
This one? Oh, right. So
Yeah.
this one is called Transaction Street, and it essentially shows you from where transactions are happening on the Ethereum blockchain. So you can scroll down, and you know it gives you like, you know, Aave and Sushi Swap and Uniswap and Rarible. I feel this is Rarible, MetaMask. And then you have those little South Park characters symbolizing like each transaction, and those little buses here, they're essentially the blocks that get sent onto the blockchain. So every block is right now around 40 Gwei, so 45. So I guess I should really be not as cheap and just, you know, send this through. But I feel we could get away with this. I feel we should be able to get away with this. But maybe we're not. Marie Bastian is asking, I have a question. Can I use the smart contract for multiple artworks? Yes, you can. Like I can mint now every token that I want on either one of my smart contracts, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot close this right now. But you have seen that I have also another one, and it's just like you can just keep minting tokens on this smart contract, or you make, you know, you think of a smart contract as doing like different collections, right? Because maybe they, you know, they come with different ideas to them attached. I don't know. So yeah, you can just one smart contract and you can just keep minting. Speed minting, batch minting. We should go through batch minting at some point, but I really didn't have anything to batch mint, so I would though maybe in like 2 months from now. I have something for batch minting, and we can go through that, and I can just do this live with you guys. Oh, this is annoying me so much. I cannot tell you. Oh, everything was so fast until now. Okay. I feel like I want to cancel this, because I think it already got stuck in the network. Ah. It's still pretending like, okay, fine. Let's just wait. We have to wait it out. I don't like it. Do you know what contract details are in place here for reselling? That is a very good question, actually. That's a very good question. I like it. And I have to admit, I think I've never looked this up before. So we should probably look this up now, as we have time anyways. We have time to waste on this. So why not look it up? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's go on the documentation, actually. And let's see royalties. Oh, look. So, royalties, making sure you get paid. Your Manifold Creator contract allows you to set royalties for your NFTs in order to tell the different marketplaces how much they should pay you when a secondary sale happens. You can set royalties at 2 levels, at the contract level and the token level. So that's double as good, I feel. It's actually pretty great. So, in contract level, in which case all tokens within the contract will have the same royalties. If you're doing really one collection with it, fine, right? If you're like me, and probably dreams will end up getting minted, whatever comes to my mind now, is probably the second option a little bit more preferable. So it will override the contract level royalties and set royalties for a specific token. So we could set a specific royalty amount for just Stevie Kuhn, right? This seems like something we would want to do. So for your contract, you can go into your dashboard and into settings under your specific contract and set them here. I've seen this before because we did it for Outrage. For Stevie Kuhn though, oh, also, let's say, for example, Kirsty and I, we're working on something together, right? So it would be really weird if I would be the sole owner of like the contract that we would be minting under in the future. So you can actually give other people admin access to your contract. So you're both then admins to this one specific contract. So this is also very neat. Not only in the sense of, you know, maybe someone loses access, hopefully never, but also in the sense of just, you know, like equality essentially. So that's also something probably nice to mention. Okay, so let me see. Okay, how to set up royalties for your contract and how to set up royalties for a specific token. Manifold Studio also allows you to easily set royalties for a specific token. This is specifically or especially useful in situations where you've done a collaboration with another artist and want to split the royalties only for that specific token you've collaborated for. So, Kirsty, this is also what we're going to do. To do so, go to your tokens page inside Manifold Studio and token settings, and then essentially you will be prompted with something that looks like this. I can actually, I think I can show you where this is. I think I know where this is actually. So let's go back to our contract. I know we only have the contract right now on the testnet, but I guess it would be on the right contract. Oh, we cannot access this here right now. Let me check if this is really here or if this is actually. Okay. Okay, connect to Web3. So, okay, you have to go to your contract and now I have to find the button. There is a button. I remember this because I've done this before with another contract. Connect to your contract and hit the button connect to Web3. I think I can only do this once is... No. Also, this is... Okay. So, 2 clarifications, Kirsty. And now we don't have to, or yeah, it will adjust the code, but it will not adjust the Python code because none of this is written in Python. It's really important to know that all of this is being written in Solidity. It's its own thing, right? This is also why the ending of the contract is .sol, because it's Solidity, right? It's not Python. I think I can, so usually in the contract there is another button, and that button says connect to Web3. And if you press that, then you get access to changing selected elements of the code, right? But I think we can only do this once this is actually not on Girly, but on the actual, yeah, once it's on the actual net, which is still not the case, and it sucks big time. And I've even tried to cancel it, and it's not gonna let me cancel neither. I feel like this is, we're being pushed here. I dislike it a lot. Okay, that's what I meant, Solidity. Okay, cool. But now that I think about it, last time I waited for half an hour. So there is an option we have to wait for half an hour. Oh god, we're gonna die in the meantime. I don't want to wait half an hour. Marie Bastian is typing. Thank you guys for staying with me. One more question. Do we need anything else in place to set this up besides a MetaMask? Yeah, no, this is actually a very fair question. So yeah, you need a wallet. You could also do it with a hard wallet, with a cold wallet, sorry, hardware wallet. But like I said, there was a disruption between minting the contract and then minting the tokens. So cannot recommend this until now, or like, you know, as of my knowledge. You will need some Ethereum, otherwise, you know, you cannot pay for the gas fees. You saw we needed to get some girly from the faucet to mint on the test net. But no, otherwise I would say you're okay. You don't need anything. So just to understand this, right? So you mint a contract, you mint your token or your artwork, right? But then if you want to sell it on a specific marketplace, you actually will need to list the token on the marketplace. And that requires gas fees as well. So it's a little bit challenging in the sense of pre-calculating gas fees, right? So let me just quickly show you on my OpenSea account. So right now, like I could, you know, put this to sell, right? Because if you look at this on my normal account, it doesn't have a price, it doesn't have anything, right? There's like nothing attached to it. And here neither, right? There are no offers, there's no price history, there's no nothing. So if you actually want to sell something, you actually need to list something on a marketplace. Lucky for you, there is, oh, I'm sorry. There are, I don't know how many right now marketplaces you can list manifold contracts on. Here it is, sorry. I knew I saw this before, right? Under royalties, so stupid. So integrating with marketplace, so you can list whatever you mint on those marketplaces. Wherever it says out of the box, it's like this. It's a breeze. You just click listing and a few gas fees later, you're done, right? Rarible, same. And Rarible has been doing a lot on, you know, how well the marketplace runs and everything. Looks rare. It's a super nice, I don't know if, like maybe I should show this to you. So Looks Rare is actually, it's a super nice marketplace. And yeah, I've been looking into those. Don't blame me. Okay, I'm just gonna click away. So this is actually a fairly nice marketplace, I think. It has a very clean user interface design, and even if you integrate this within your website, for example, it just looks very, very nice. I mean, that's just me. I just think this is like, I don't know, it's nice, I think. But yeah, you can also no problem listing it on Coinbase, no problem listing it on Zora, no problem anymore to list it on Foundation out of the box. But yeah, so then you have those which say upon request, right? Upon request will always require you to talk to those guys. But we did it with Zora, like Marketplace Zora, and they were super nice. We honestly, for Entourage, we just sent them a request on the Discord, and Lauren was like, hey guys, we really want to list this on your marketplace preferably, and like how do we do this? And I think the only thing they need to do is they have to enable it from your side, from their side. So they are asking you, what is your token, what's the contract address, and then they just click like a checkbox and it's like being enabled. It took for Entourage maybe 2 days, so it was really, really fast. And Entourage is not bigger than any one of us here, so I would say that's fairly fast, Did this answer the question? Because I don't think we will see the contract like being minted anymore today. This is so frustrating. We were doing so well until here, and then that happened. I really don't know what happened though. I feel like I was so cheap in the first run that now it just became so stuck. This is so weird. I just have to wait it out. You're welcome to wait with me. But I don't think you want to. Just quickly telling you that after the contract is being deployed, it's being verified on chain, right? And you can confirm it on Etherscan. That will take you some time as well. After that, you would go into the next step, and you can see it here lightly, of minting the token on mainnet, right? You're officially ready to showtime, and then you can set up your royalties if you want. So it's a pretty straightforward process, I would say. And I really was hoping I could show you everything today, just in one smooth go. But very obviously, the system won't allow for it. Damn you. But I still hope you get more information in this, and you will not feel super scared about trying this for yourself. Are you guys good?
Yeah. Can you go over again the girly, why do you need the girly faucets again?
Yeah, so the girly is the new Robston testnet. So after the merge, Robston turned into girly, and you need a little bit of girly power to send something on a testnet. So you go to this like little faucet, and on the faucet it just gives you like a tiny amount of girly, so you can make those transactions happen. But I recorded this as a video. I'm gonna upload it, so there is like all the details that you might have missed about girly.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Also, I realize in Berlin they have a girly park, and it's the same. I think it's named after this. Someone was telling me it's named after this. I was like, oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Fun fact.
Zoe, sleep tight. Bye. Good night. I think all our European friends are now off to bed, which, is fair. Popping off. Anyone else who has like more questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna say we will have our next office hours probably when I'm in London, I guess, with Zoe. So if you have any like wishes on what you guys would like to know or to see, yeah, just let me know in the general chat and we can do it. There is no rules really. We can do Web3 office hours, so something like today, or show something that's maybe a little bit, or explain something that's maybe a little bit more technical. And we can also do a co-creator session, which would be, maybe about Blender or Substance Designer. So you guys maybe think of something that you feel like you really want to know, and we're going to do that. And you're most welcome, Heej. Glad you enjoyed it, even though it went a little bit bonkers in the end.
No, I like the whole thing
okay,
because that will probably happen if I'm trying to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love seeing all the trials and fails, and because that's what will happen in real life. Nothing goes so smooth as a tutorial.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. And I'm also always annoyed when people just they're like, yeah, and then it was done, cha-ching, and you're like,
exactly.
Could you
exactly.
just have at least mentioned that there were 2 hours of waiting time,
Yeah, I know exactly. So I love this whole thing. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Oh, no, you're so welcome. Thank you. And Marie Bastian said, thanks, this topic was a big question mark for so long. Oh, I'm glad I could lift the question mark. I like lifting question marks. So let's lift some more together. Whatever comes to your mind, just ping me in the general chat, or also in the Web3 education chat or Web3 questions chat, and then we can set up something for next time and do something else that's cool and maybe lift some question marks. Okie dokie. I will give it a last. Okay, it's still deploying. Fuck deployment. Okay. I will tell you guys how it goes, and if I eventually were able to send Kat Stevie Coon as an NFT. Once it's on the chain, I will let you guys know.
Yay! I'm so excited.
What, Kat?
Thank you, Stella.
You're welcome. Have a good Saturday evening or night, or I don't know, hopefully not morning. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.